get into part 2 now. So I'll start with, found this. I thought this was pretty cool. Best of Eddie Cochran. Some old 50s rock and roll. Some good stuff on here. I mean, you've got him doing Blue Suede Shoes, Summertime Blues. Yeah, there's definitely some good stuff on here. I like this one. Me and Justine were dancing around when I put it on, so it was a fun album. All right. The next few are a little more of that country vibe to it, but old country influence and like old country rock and a little bit of like the 70s pop mixed into some of them. Chris Christopherson, Surreal Thing. I like some of his stuff, and there's some good songs on here. Find his albums are worth picking up because there's always at least a few good tunes on each one, and I don't mind listening to him. He's kind of like Johnny Cash to me. A lot of that old country is, it's better than the new country for me, but he's one of those guys I can actually sit and listen to the album and enjoy it. Same way with, like I say, with Johnny Cash. He's in that same category for me. These are definitely country influenced, but these are really good. New Riders of the Purple Sage, Gypsy Cowboy. I believe these guys, I'm not sure if they shared members with the Grateful Dead or if they were just buddies, but I know they were connected with the Grateful Dead in some way. And this album is very good. I really like that. There's some great slide guitar on this one, and just got a good feel to it, and just well done stuff. I also got another album from them. I think it was a later one, New Riders of the Purple Sage, Brujo. This one's not as good. The production's a little more dry. The songs aren't quite as good. It's just not as strong an album as the other one. It's not bad. It's not as good as a Gypsy Cowboy. Next, I have found a new artist who I really enjoy. Well, he's not new, but it's old stuff. But I'd never really heard this stuff before. It's just one of those guys that I had just never come across. Sean Phillips. Collaboration. Haven't listened to this one yet, but I listened to a couple of the other ones, so looking forward to listening to this one. Next, I did listen to this one, and this is excellent. Sean Phillips, Second Contribution. Side A of this, really, I was so impressed. It was very, very good. I really like this. And this one is a little bit later. It's not as good, but it's still a good album, but it's not of the same caliber as Second Contribution. Sean Phillips. And this one is called Bright White. Not bad, but not as good as Second Contribution, which is excellent. Here's a band I didn't have any of their stuff yet, and I really thought this was a good album. Poco, A Good Feeling to Know. It's got that early 70s country rock vibe, similar to like the Eagles or a band like that. But I like this better than the Eagles, actually. So I thought that was a pretty good album. Here's another group that has that kind of a feel. They mix country, folk, 70s rock, pop rock kind of. But England Dan and John Ford Coley, Fables. And this is an old pressing. tell just by the materials it's made of. This is probably most likely original pressing, and it's not bad. There's a couple tunes on here that I was kind of like, really? Did you guys actually put that on there? Because the rest of the stuff isn't bad. But I guess, you know, they were just looking to get some radio play, so some bands do that. But there is some very good music on there. And here's another one. This is also an older pressing. I got this the same day, so obviously this came out of the same collection. Orphan, Everyone Lives to Sing. And it's definitely an old pressing. It's on London Stereo, whatever that means. And yeah, they mix country, folk, and pop rock. But yeah, I thought this was pretty good actually, and I liked it. But like I say, I don't mind that stuff that has the country influence as far as like the older rock stuff. So yeah, I enjoyed that, and it turns out it looks like that's actually quite a rare album. So looks like it's hard to come across, because I was looking around for it, and it wasn't easy to track down information on that one. So I guess it's a little more rare. I really wish they hadn't punched a hole in it. Next, this one is a folk album. I believe it's an Irish folk group, the Johnsons. Colors of the Dawn on Vanguard. It's very good. I thought this was a really good album as far as folk music goes. I mean, there's a little bit of rock thrown in there, but it's mostly folk. And yeah, it was quite good. And I think I'll do one more, and then I'll stop and do a second part to this section. But the best of Buffy Sainte-Marie on Vanguard. Some good stuff on here. And it's in just mint condition, so other than a little bit of wear just here on the corner, the albums are flawless, so I figured I wouldn't miss that. It's a double album as well, so it has a lot of songs on it, and it's pretty good. So yeah, I think I'll do the next part of this. It's turned into a 3-parter. I really shouldn't be so lazy. These videos are taking forever to do. So yeah, I'll do one more video and show off the rest of my finds. And hopefully you're not getting bored yet, because there is some good stuff in the next section. So, see you later.